WGME TV Sports presents Sokol Kiev versus the Maine Mariners. Brought to you by Tri-State Megabucks. Just imagine. Pete's True Value Hardware, Scammon Street, Sokol. Tri-Sports, come ride with us. And the Maine State Lottery.
For the sixth time, the Maine Mariners play host to a touring team from the Soviet Union. Tonight, it'll be Sokol Kiev. The Mariners have fared well in this competition, winning 3 of the 5 games played against these touring Russian teams. And who knows what'll happen out here this evening, Scotty. Mariners a little short-handed. Russians a little bit tired. They've been traveling all day long. So we don't know what we've got set up here, but we do know it's usually exciting when international hockey is involved. Right now, let's go downstairs for the player introductions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Cumberland County Civic Center for tonight's international ice hockey exhibition game between Sokol Kiev of the Soviet Union and your Maine Mariners. Tonight's game is being brought to you by the Maine State Lottery. And now, introducing the players for both teams. First, for the visiting Sokol Kiev, goaltender, number 20, Vitaly Samoilov. Goaltender, number 22, Yuri Shundrov. Defense, number 2, Valery Shapra. Defense, number 4, Vladimir Ziplakov. Defense, number 5, Dmitry Gerastov. Defense, number 6, Dmitry Zinovayev. Defense, number 7, Andrei Ovchinnikov. Forward, number 9, Ivan Spinsky. Forward, number 10, Edvard Vadyuli. Defense, number 13, Alexei Zhitik. Forward, number 15, Alexander Kuzminsky. Forward, number 16, Pyotr Malkov. Forward, number 17, Ramil Yudashov. Forward, number 18, Ali Burkanov. Forward, number 19, Yevgeny Alipov. Forward, number 21, Vadim Kulabukov. Defense, number 24, Vyacheslav Timchenko. Forward, number 25, Oleg Sinkov. Defense, number 26, Sergei Lubnik. Forward, number 27, Anatoly Naidak. Forward, number 28, Vagine Botvinko. Forward, number 29, Valentin Alietsky. The head coach of Sokol Kiev, Anatoly Bogdanov. And the assistant coach, Boris Goldstone. And now, introducing your Maine Mariners. Goaltender, number 30, Frank Caprice. Goaltender, number 35, Norm Foster. Defense, number 2, Bob Beers. Defense, number 5, Rob McGinnis. Center, number 14, Mark Montanari. Right wing, number 16, Dave Buda. Right wing, number 17, Ray Neufeld. Right wing, number 18, Peter Duras. Left wing, number 19, Scott Harlow. Right wing, number 20, Paul Baraldo. Left wing, number 21, Lou Crawford. Right wing, number 28, Graham Townsend. Defense, number 29, Bruce Shubana. Defense, number 31, Jeff Circa. Defense, number 33, John Blum. And number 12, Gord Cruikshank. Number 11, Mike Miller. The head coach of the Maine Mariners, Rick Bonas, and assistant coach Phil Sutherland. As a tradition of international competitions, the captains from both teams will exchange pennants of their respective teams. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you all please rise and join organist Joe Zinni in the playing and singing of the Soviet and American national anthems.
Playing of both anthems, and now John Blum will move forward as the Mariner captain, and Fyodor Malkov will represent the Soviets. And moving to center ice, Jane Smith, mother of Samantha Smith, to drop the ceremonial first puck. And I'm pretty sure Mrs. Smith was on hand here the last time Sokol Kiev was here. And it was a very wonderful moment when the Soviet coach went off the bench and went out and kissed her hand, and kind of an emotional type meeting. The ceremonial puck dropping and the exchange. And so they'll roll up the rug and get things underway. Our goaltenders, I guess the Mariners intend to split duties tonight. Frank Caprice and Norm Foster, and Frank Caprice will start and play the first half of this game into the 10-minute mark of the second period. Norm Foster then will pick it up. On the other hand, Yuri Shundrov, number 22, will be the goaltender for the Soviets tonight. He'll be making his third appearance on this tour, and he is 2-0, having come up with a couple of wins, one over the Adirondack Red Wings in a blowout 10-1, and then a 6-5 win over Muskegon in International Hockey League competition. Coming in here tonight, Sokol Kiev has played 4 games. They are 3 wins, no losses, and a tie. They have wins over the Adirondack Red Wings, over Muskegon, a 6-5 game, and a 4-2 win last night over the University of Wisconsin. They skated to a scoreless tie with Fort Wayne, I think it was, in the International League. So they just have that tie on the record. Last time they toured North America, they were 8-1. And that one was a 5-4 loss here, handed to him by the Mariners and goaltender Carl Friesen. We're about set to go. Mark Bossett is our referee. Brad Wheaton and Frank Fragola will be the linesmen. Mark Montanari and Pyotr Malkov on the draw. And with the description of tonight's action, the voice of the Mariners, Scott Wyckoff.
Okay, Frank, and we're all glad you could join us tonight on WGME as international hockey returns to the Civic Center in Portland. And off the draw, the Mariners start up out of their own end. The Mariners have not lost here at the Civic Center in their last 9 games. Over that stretch, 6 wins and 3 ties. And at center ice, one of the 2 Mariners assistant captains, Ray Neufeld, will dump it in, and Yuri Shindrov touches the puck for the first time in Portland, Maine. Beer is at the point to Dave Buda. Buda's shot blocker saves Shindrov loose in front. Good scoring chance by Mark Montanari. And Frank, Mark Montanari has not played a lot as of late for the Mariners, and you can bet he was glad to get a chance right off the bat.
Dave Buda put the shot on. Shindrov got a piece of it, and there was Montanari cruising, looking for any type of rebound action. Now, as we said, the Mariners are shorthanded. There's Dave Buda, young man out of Northeastern and a rookie for the Mariners. They are shorthanded as 4 of the people who've seen a lot of duty. Billy O'Dwyer, Ron Hoover, Craig Johnston, and Stefan Quintal, who have been playing all regular the last couple of weeks or so, have been called up to the Bruins. So they're out there tonight skating 15-2. The Soviets, on the other hand, skate 20-2 tonight.
On the draw, Anatoly Naida for Sokol Kiev, and for the Mariners, Peter Duras around the boards. It's out to center ice. Kind of a patchwork lineup for the Mariners with those new faces of Mike Miller in there. Sokol Kiev drive goes wide of Frank Caprice. Block off in the rebound. Caprice to save, knocked in as Sokol Kiev takes the lead. Ali Burkhanov with the early goal.
Yeah, you saw Burkhanov just left all alone in the crease area. You make one mistake, you pay the price, and very quickly. Not even a minute into this one, we've got a 1-0 lead for the Soviets as Burkhanov picks up the opener in this one. We'll get another look at it here as they just clear it in. That was Tis Blokov just clearing in. Now the loose puck, and watch the centering pass coming up here. And look at 18. There he is, Burkhanov, left all alone in the crease, just nails it, and it is very quickly 1-0.
So the Mariners have fallen behind a little bit early. Bob Beers, whose University of Maine Black Bear Club will play the Sokol Kiev team on Friday night at Alfond Arena. Give away in the Mariners' end. The wrist shot, Frank Caprice the save, knocked away by Rob McGinnis as Andrei Ovchinnikov had a good scoring chance. Not to center ice. Mariners with Scott Harlow and Graham Townsend. Townsend hit on the play by Ziknik. Shot, score!
Boy, that one looked awful easy as Bobby Beers picked up a loose puck after Graham Townsend had carried it across the blue line. And Shundrov just lost it completely and fanned on it, made a bad play. And the Mariners quickly get the equalizer as University of Maine graduate and rookie Bob Beers makes the play. And there you see, just mishandled by Shundrov. And Bob Beers gets the equalizer, and we've got a 1-1 game as we get another look. There's the loose puck. Townsend had carried it in, and there it is, right under the right pad. Townsend gets the assist, and Beers the goal, and it's 1-1.
So just like that, the Mariners do what they have to get the goal back from Bob Beers, who has played so well this his first professional season. John Blum out there in his 9th professional season. Back at the Sokol Kiev blue line, moved along through center ice by Zinayev. He's one of the big pickups during the offseason, as you might say, for the Sokol Kiev club, as they really needed to improve on their defense. And right now he's paired with Timchenko, and they move up ice slowly. Sintkov in over the Mariner blue line, trying to drop it in the slot. Knocked off on the play, Mark Montanari. Montanari pushes ahead to Neufeld. Right in front of the Sokol Kiev bench. John Blum holds his own for the Mariners. Back behind that, Montanari. Neufeld scored!
Boy, they're making it look easy here. Mark Montanari taking it off the near wing boards and gets the centering pass out to Ray Neufeld, and bang, bang, the Mariners have a 2-1 advantage. We haven't played 2 minutes in this one yet. 1:56 it comes. The puck goes in off the boards. Montanari, the centering pass. Neufeld upstairs, and it's 2-1. All right, we get another look at it. There you see Neufeld just go upstairs, top shelf, off the pass from Montanari, and the Mariners grab a 2-1 lead.
Mariners bang bang from Ray Neufeld and Bob Beers. They have, as you say, Frank, the 2-1 advantage. Sokol Kiev back in over the Mariners line. Petro Malkov drops in the slot. Shot by Kulabukov off the post. And Frank Caprice finds it behind him and will hold on. Frank Caprice this season, he'd be the first to admit he's gotten off to a slow start, Frank, and just the night to get things going. An international game when there's excitement in the arena, and you try to build on that and maybe carry it through the season.
And a play like that can help the confidence because he had been beaten that time by Botvinko as he got the shot away from the inner edge of that right circle, but it caught the post, and the Mariners maintain that 1-0 lead.
Jeff Surka, for the Mariners up to center ice. Gord Cruikshank with them out there. This is the first action Gord Cruikshank's seen in over a month and a half. Bob Beers, who tied the score at 1, and then Ray Neufeld gave the Mariners the advantage. Loose through center ice. Back at the Sokol Kiev blue line. Rostov bounced it wide of the Mariners net. Chasing after it. Sinkov. He's hit hard by Jeff Surka. Surka watches the puck comes loose to center ice. Jeff Surka just last weekend signed his professional contract with the Mariners. Before that, he was on an amateur tryout. Sokol Kiev is yet to lose in the previous 4 games they've played on this tour. Mariners do a good job of standing up the Sokol Kiev squad. Sokol, the Falcons of Kiev. Mike Miller just back from the Boston Bruins. Up ahead to Gord Cruikshank. Cruikshank will bounce it into the Sokol Kiev zone. Back to get it. Zhitnik. He's forechecked by Paul Baraldo. And the puck comes loose to center ice. The lead too far for Piotr Malkov. Back in the Sokol Kiev end. Zhitnik will start it up back behind his goaltender, Yuri Shindro. The shots are even at 3 apiece. The Mariners have an early lead, 2-1, with 16.5 minutes left to go in this first period. John Blum slows down the play as it comes in over the blue line. Blum hitting the corner by Kulabukhov. He's back behind the net for Rob McGinnis. McGinnis, the younger brother of Calgary Flames standout Al McGinnis. Townsend a burst of steam. He tries to get by Zhitnik. Shot and a save by the goaltender as he'll hold on to it. 16:10 left to go first period with the score. The Mariners 2 and Sokol Kiev 1. We'll return to the Civic Center right after this.
Well, 16:10 remaining in this opening period. A 2-1 advantage for the Mariners here in this early going. All 3 goals coming less than 2 minutes into this one.
Sergei Lupnin in over the Mariner blue line. Lost it in his skates. He's pressured along the boards by Bob Beers. He and Neufeld, both the goal scorers, are out there right now. Caprice watches it back behind the Mariners net. Ray Neufeld, the only time he's played Soviet competition was when he was a junior. Bruce Shoebottom for the Mariners. So break it out for Dave Buda. Buda, a tough time on the carom. It's held in by Kulabukhov. Now Ray Neufeld has another opportunity, and the Mariners clear it out to center ice. 4.5 minutes played first period. Mariners out in front 2-1. The 6th meeting between the Mariners and a team from the Soviet Union. Kulabukhov drops in the slot. The trailer shot kicked away by Caprice. Put on the net hard and wrapped around the boards. Cleared out to center ice. Olyetsky had a good crack at that and was turned away, and icing will be the call. And we'll return to the Civic Center after these messages. Scott Wyckoff back with Frank Vixeris. Mariners in Sokol Kiev. Yet to play 5 minutes in the first period. Already 3 goals, 2 for the Mariners and 1 for their friends from the Soviet Union. Shot wide by Valulin. Rebound pulled back out in front all alone. The shot, Caprice, 1 save, and then clearing out in front of net was Peter Doris as he dumped the Soviet player. Comes back with Mike Miller. Miller, the offensive zone in front to Doris. Doris bounces it. John Blum, who had moved in on the play, he is then hit by Valulin. Puck comes loose. Valulin in over the Mariner blue line with Zhitnik. Off on the right side, the shot by Yuldashov around the boards. Sokol Kiev has come back trying to answer the Ray Neufeld goal. Zhitnik, the shot, save Caprice. Rebound, loose back behind the Mariners net. Jeff Surka on the breakout to Peter Doris. Doris, with call-ups to the Bruins and injuries, is forced to play center ice. As the Mariners dump it in, Splakov will break out. Up ahead the neutral zone as the Mariners change on the fly. Right on the boards in front of Rick Bonuses and Bill Sutherland's players bench. Knocked in over the Mariner blue line, Graham Townsend. Knocks down Nida. Around the boards, Rob McGinnis tries to break out for the Mariners, and he does out to center ice. Ivan Sadinsky in the neutral zone as a Sokol Kiev club trying to move it up through center ice. He brings back in the play onside, slips it down low. Offerty Splakov couldn't dig it out in front. Able to clear. Lou Crawford for the Mariners to Scott Harlow. Harlow, top of the Mariners goal scoring list right now with 13. Slid it too far for Graham Townsend. And Graham Townsend ends up in the goal, back behind the goaltender Yuri Shindrov. And we'll have a stoppage in play. The Mariners with a 2-1 lead, but Sokol Kiev has outshot them 6-4.
Mariners, though, came right back. They bounced back just 41 seconds in. Bukrow picked up the first goal of the game and made it look awful easy in doing so, but the Mariners came back and they looked at a pretty shaky goaltender in Shundrop. It looked like, first of all, Beers beat him badly to get things even 1-1, and then the Mariners grabbed a goal by Neufeld at 1:56 of the period. Now they're up 2-1.
Alexei Ziknik starts up out of the Sokol Kiev. Almost went through on the breakaway. Too far for Sinkov. Oleg Sinkov was kind of hanging at center ice and almost got it from Ziknik. Way Neufeld can't clear it out. Ziknik had it slide off his stick. Dave Buda to Gord Cruikshank. Cruikshank is mauled by Ziknik. And Mark Crossett back behind the play sees it in front. Cruikshank shot. Save Shindrov. But with that, the Mariners are going to go on the power play as Gord Cruikshank made the move to the net. He was hauled down.
Well, one of the Soviets lost his stick, and that would be Zhitnik. Lost his stick, and all he could do was grab hold, so he's going to get the penalty, the first penalty of the game. We'll get the announcement on it, and the Mariners go on the first power play of the game.
On number 13, Alexei Zhitnik. 2 minutes for a holding. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes, 3 seconds.
Here we'll see what happens there. You see he's skating without the stick, so all he can do is reach out and hold. Although he had help there and perhaps didn't have to take that penalty, but he does, and the Mariners go on the power play.
First man-up situation of the night. The Mariners.
Cruikshank had a good scoring opportunity following that.
Good save by Shindrov. McGinnis, the drive. Shindrov, another save. And he'll hold on to that one. Some of the people in Glens Falls, New York, were telling us that unlike some of the Soviet goaltenders, Yuri Shindrov will come out of the net to cut down the angle.
Well, Shundrov actually, I think, now is their backup goaltender. Samoylov, I think, gets more play and league play at home.
Mariners on the power play, just underway, in front, shot on by Paul Baraldo. And Shindrov forced to cover it up once again. The Mariners with the power play and the 2 shots on goal have now outshot Sokol Kiev 7-6. Still 12:43 left to go in the first period, and 1:47 left on the Mariner power play as Alexei Ziknik sits off in the penalty box.
Going to draw on the offensive end to the right of Shundrov. 12:43 remaining in this opening period. 1:47 remaining on the Mariner power play, and the Mariners up 2-1. Mike Miller, number 11 there in your picture, just back from the Bruins. And I'll tell you, he's some kind of sniper. He had a streak going here with the Mariners before he was called up to the Bruins.
He's played in 12 regular season games for the Mariners, and all he's done is score 12 goals. Sokol Kiev shorthanded right now as they skate up into the Mariners zone. Good hit along the boards. Paul Baraldo dumped Oyetsky. He comes up slowly. Bob Beers holds on to it. Sokol Kiev on this tour has killed off 89% of their opponent's power plays. Back on it to Splakov. He's hit up the boards, held at the point by Rob McGinnis. Splakov now goes after Peter Doris. He's Splakov and Dekhanov. McGinnis in the slot to Bob Beers. Beers back to McGinnis. Sees an opening. Now moves to Baraldo. Back to Beers. Down low. Off the backhand. Score!
Pretty move by Bob Beers again. Took it off the backhand on the pass, put it on the forehand, and a little soft one. He beats the goaltender again. He puts it past Shundrop. That's a power play goal. And University of Maine. Stick out Bob Beers has his second goal. Then we get another look at it. You see the pass from McGinnis. And now they pass off to Beers on the backhand. He puts it on his forehand. And just like that, a power play goal for the Mariners, and Beers has a couple, and the Mariners have a 3-1 lead. Beraldo, it was, made that pass rink wide back to Beers, put it on the backhand, but very nicely got it on the forehand and beat Shundrov.
And a nice play by the other man picking up the assist, Rob McGinnis, says the Mariners at this point in the season, with only 5 defensemen, are really looking for a quarterback along the blue line, and McGinnis passed up what might have been a shot to pass it off to Beraldo. Kudashov into the Mariners zone, fired it wide. Racing to hold at the point, Timchenko. Shot, save, Caprice, and he'll hold on. 11:32 left to go first period. With the score, the Mariners 3 and Sokol Kiev 1. We'll return to the Civic Center in just a moment.
All right, Sokol Kiev with a draw on the offensive end. Mariners leading at 3-1. We're not even halfway through the opening period. We've had a lot of fireworks already. 11:30 remaining to play in period number 1.
Andrei Ovchynnikov won that draw, but sneaking in to take it away and clear it down the length of the ice, Dave Buda, one of a handful of rookies in the lineup for Rick Bowness this evening. Through center ice, Ovchynnikov into the Mariner blue line. Yuldashov tries to take the shot. He gets hit by a stick.
Yeah, that was an inadvertent high stick, I think, from Dave Buda as he fanned, and his stick came up and might have even connected with Buda's, but Buda's going to go off on a high sticking call.
Well, the Mariners took advantage of their first power play of the night. Let's see what Sokol Kiev does. They trail the Mariners now 3-1.
Here
gets the announcement on the penalty. Buda goes 2 minutes for high sticks.
50 seconds.
8 minutes 50 seconds here in the opening period. So now Sokol Kiev on their first power play. And this usually is something to watch. They usually throw that thing around beautifully.
Face-off will, as you say, Frank, take place in the Mariners zone. Mark Montanari right now getting some directions from the Mariners bench, where he'll try to pull the puck back from Yotar Malkov. And he does. McGinnis around to the near side, chasing after it is Buckfield.